Hey, that could be all right. Oh, that's... What is up, my dogs? Lawson here. We're bringing it back, everyone. I left a poll on YouTube and so many people said bring it back. A few people said don't ever do anything like that ever again, but whatever. It is a beautiful morning. Sun's coming up just behind us here. Fishing a little bit south of where I normally do. The goal for this morning is we're gonna try to scout a little bit and see if we can find some big tarpon. That's what I would like to do ideally, and maybe if we can catch one, great, but I wanted to see if I can find some. But right now we're on the boat. We're gonna kind of just drive around, see what looks good. Total scouting mission today. Fishing somewhere where I've really never fished very much at all, so it should be good. But anyways, we're gonna hop on the sticks down below and start fishing. Oh my gosh, it is hot outside, my friends. So, the moment the boat has been pulled out of the water, we are out of here. Frustrating morning for sure. Only caught those little, I mean, it's like 1 o'clock right now, and all I've caught is those two tiny little grouper, and I caught a tiny little mangrove snapper. The main mission of today was to kind of scout for tarpon, and I don't know how much I'm going to end up putting in this video, but it was successful. I found a bunch of tarpon. Oh my gosh, look at them right there. And I didn't get any to eat, but I found them, and by the time I found them, it was like 12:30 in the afternoon, and I just don't think I had much of a chance of catching them. You know, I threw at them still for like an hour. It just didn't happen. So we found tarpon, so we'll make a return on a strict tarpon mission, probably so. But the game plan, I'm gonna go grab something to grub down on, and we're gonna drop the boat back in elsewhere. Yeah, we're gonna grab some food. We'll catch up with you guys back on the water. Oh, there was a big fish on the move. We're gonna do a big giant search cast. Oh God, that burnt my hand. All right, so big fish on the move. Got a big topwater. Just gonna throw a giant search cast and just cover ground at like max speed, trying to entice one of these big old crevalls to come and crunch. Let's put the freaking hook through my thumb. Oh my freaking shark! Good God! Holy crap. I also just stuck the ever-living crap out of my thumb. Let's see what happens. I just put on a big giant popper and we're gonna rip it around in this big current. See if we can find, hopefully a big jack. There's a big shark coming around here, dude. A shark that big that shouldn't be inshore. Like probably like a 6-foot bull. I saw some around. I think I might have already got hit. I'm sure I'll make a blind cast and it'll just start showing up right next to me. Blowing up like a foot over. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. That was a blow up behind it. Eat again. This thing is wrapping up on me like crap, dude. Acting like garbage. Oh my God. Dude, just like a 7-foot shark to swim underneath my boat. Oh, there's a fish. Just blind casting. Nice. Oh, he smoked it, dude. Just gotta be a medium-sized jack, maybe, but oh man, no, top note is coming out so fast. Oh yes, dude. So stoked right now. Finally freaking hammering a fish. Dude, part of me freaking is kind of fearful. Oh, damn it. Whatever. It didn't feel like a huge fish, so it's all right, but oh, okay. Found the bait that they're willing to crush. Whew. All right, that's fun. All right, we got a live well full of mullet right now for 2 reasons, though. One, because there's a bunch of those big giant jacks swimming around, and I've hooked one with a plug and he dropped it, but he wasn't even a very big one. So we're gonna float some of these mullet out really quick. I know we've deviated from our original plan where we were looking for tarpon. Just like when you see big giant jack blowing up, if you've never experienced it, it is hard to tear yourself away from. Or maybe it's not hard for other people, it's hard for me to tear myself away from it. My God, the jack is slaughtering some more mullet up ahead of us. Okay. All right, we got a succulent little feller here. We're gonna hook him right above the anal fin, scrape away a few scales, make sure there's none on the back side. All right, we're gonna just yite him down this sandbar line. I don't know if you can tell on the GoPro, there's a defined color change right here to right there. And this is a big sandbar on top of, and these jack are cruising up and down the ledge and they're pushing bait onto the sandbar and smoking them. So we throw old Jeffrey out there and let him float around for a bit and swim up and down this ledge, and I'm sure something will come and find him. I was just changing my GoPro batteries and just had this sitting in a rod holder, and something just came and whacked it and set the hook on itself. I suppose that works. I have no idea what we're hooked into right now, but because there's one way to not miss a hook, I would just let Rodney take care of it. It's hard to tell if it's just a jack turning in the waves, if it's a shark, could be a snook, I don't know. It could be anything, man. Oh, we're gonna pump him in though. He has gone completely like 30 yards right across the front. Just a nice jack, baby. Honestly, after the day I've had, this is a beautiful thing. Oh, how good is that noise right there? That drag is cranking. Boom. Beautiful Jack Crevalle, probably just a 12-pounder. But this guy right here, he is a day saver. They seem to always want to give you a tug when nothing else really wants to. Awesome, dude. If we can hook like a 20 plus, I will be stoked. I think they're swimming around here, man. Let's go. Real quick, I want to talk about our sponsor for today's video, which is FishBrain. Now, if you don't know what FishBrain is, it is the best app for anglers around, friends. FishBrain is an app that's all about fishing, where you can post your catches, you can find new places to fish, and figure out when the fish are biting. They have a feature called Bite Time, which uses basically computer learning algorithms to log all the different information when people are catching fish and how they're catching them, and compile it into information so you can figure out when the best time to go catch a certain species of fish is just by looking up your app. So when you plan to go fishing the next day, you can say, oh, okay, the bass are biting at around 8 a.m. and that's when I'm gonna plan to go out. It has an exact catch location. So you have all these people on FishBrain logging their catches and showing where they're catching their fish, so you can kind of get some better pointers and be like, you know, I'm trying to catch my first tarpon or something. Let me see where people have been catching some tarpon and figure out where to go. Super, super helpful. Also, you'll see when you open up the map and you're looking at it, it has depth contours, so you can actually get an idea of what you're fishing. So you can see how deep a lake or body of water is without having to have like a sonar unit and be in the boat and figure it out. Really, really cool stuff and tons of information, and it'll help you find more fish. You can probably catch more fish, and you'll be able to connect with other fishermen, which is, I think, one of the coolest parts about it. They can see, hey, who's fishing in my area and what are they catching? Or if you're planning a trip to a new area, you can see what they're catching up there and who's fishing up there, and be an awesome way to link up with new people. Down below, there will be a link for you guys to click to go join FishBrain. I'll leave that down there and you guys can go check it out. A big thank you to FishBrain for sponsoring this video, and a big thanks to you guys for supporting this channel. Right there. Some mullet was getting blown up right where my mullet is. All right, let me talk for a second about what I'm doing here, because from a surface level, it seems pretty inconsequential where I'm situated right now. I'm just like floating in the middle of like a bay, basically like in the middle of a river. So it looks like, and like you wouldn't ever stop and fish something like this. Like, why would you? And a lot of times I wouldn't, but I saw fish blown up, so I stopped. But then you sit here and evaluate what's going on, and this is something where you can look for in any areas you're fishing. So check this out. In the GoPro, I know it's hard to see, but I'm on top of a sandbar here. There's a sandbar over there, and there's a sandbar over here. And there's a channel, and there's a ton of boat traffic, but sometimes fish get adjusted to boat traffic. But what's happening is water's dumping out of that fork, water's dumping out of that fork, and it's creating a big churn effect coming out right here. So bait is being washed out, and these jack and sharks and snook and tarpon are sitting in this channel here, and they're pushing bait up onto the sandbars. And it just makes it an easy place for them to trap a bait. It's like when you see me throwing seawalls, it's the same thing, except this is just a naturally occurring wall for them to push bait against. And so these jack, they're just cruising up and down, ripping. There's probably snook just waiting, ambushing on the drop off. Sharks and tarpon doing the same thing, just ripping up and down. And it's just a really cool thing. And you wouldn't ever think too much about stopping here because it's just like in the middle of like the channel, like the middle of the freaking river right here. Like, why would you stop? I think my mullet just got eaten. Yes, he did. There it is. Hey, that could be all right. Oh, that's a shark for sure. Oh, God almighty. If it's not a shark, it's a big freaking jack. But the weight that's behind this thing, I'm thinking it's a shark. I've been wrong before. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna be so heartbroken if this breaks off. This has gotta be a shark the way it's running. All right, we gotta go chase this down. Not that it's gonna school me or anything, but I'm afraid that someone's gonna run across because this thing is all the way on the other side. There's a boat coming this way. I gotta run up to this fish and get on top of it so no one cuts me off, because he just ran out into the middle of the channel. If this is not a shark, dude, it's gonna be a massive freaking fish. Oh my God. I'm trying to cut across the channel to get to this fish. There's a boat coming towards me. We had to pump that fish. Okay, we're good. It's a freaking big shark. Gosh. Oh, yeah, it's a shark, definitely. It's that big shark that came up on me. Dude, I think we might just take him over to the sandbar. Look at that. This is a big shark. This is a big shark to be in this river, dude. Not intentional. And I was like literally fighting him. I'm like, oh God, he's running right to this guy sitting in the water. I was hoping it was a big jack, but it's like a 5.5 foot bull shark. Yeah. I'm gonna bring him up. Do you care if I bring him up over here? Maybe I might in a second. Sorry about ruining your swim session there. Yeah, I just caught like a 15-pound jack and then threw out another mullet and hooked this freaking, and it took off, and I was like, it's either a huge jack or it's a shark. And I got, like, I'm sure you saw me like flying across the river chasing it. Oh, I did, because I didn't want anyone to run through and cut me off, so I was just like trying to get on top of it. There's a strong fish.
Yeah, I'm sitting out there in the water and feel like there's nothing to be worried about.
Yeah, man. Yeah, these. Oh, there it goes finally. Let's see if I can grab them. Oh. I just want to make sure it swam off okay. I wasn't using steel leader or anything. It just like, sorry about crashing your Thank you for helping me though. I appreciate that. Dude, damn it, I am so bummed out right now. That fish was so close to shore and he broke me off. And his tail whacked my braid. And shark skin, if you don't know, it's so tough. It's called dentricles, and it's like rough leather basically. And their tails and their skin is so abrasive that he smacked my line with his tail, boom, gone, snapped the whole entire thing. Oh, so funny. That dude, he was really nice, and he came over and tried to help me, and he was like, what do you have? And I was like, it's a shark. And he was sitting in the water and instantly popped up and got out, and his wife or the girl who was with him seemed to want to have no interest or any part of what was going on right now with that shark. Damn it, that would have been so cool to get him up right in the sandbar, unhook him, and get a sick shot of having a shark that big in shore is pretty gnarly. But what happens? So, I'm gonna retie. Actually, I already did retie. We're gonna grab another mullet, float one more out, and see what we can do. Alrighty, take 3. Maybe this one will be the 25-pound jack instead of the 55-pound shark. Dude, that was a big freaking shark to be in a river. Like, the guy who was helping me get my boat on the shore was like, oh, I didn't know there were sharks this big in here. And I was like, not many people do. That's when a lot of people think like you're in the river, like everything's fine. And the reality is those sharks don't bother anyone. The sharks have been here forever and no one ever gets attacked inshore. And so they don't bother anyone. But there are sharks inside, and there's some big ones. Like that was a 5.5-foot shark. I know it's hard to tell on the GoPro, but he was everything of 5 feet. All right, back at the house. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. It was super fun and all over the place and very scrambled, but it was an amazing time nonetheless. I was super stoked. Wanted to catch a nice jack. It's always fun, but I just wish I could have landed that shark. That would have been so fun. It would have been really nice to pop the hook at him too. I hate leaving hooks in fish's mouths, but sometimes you can't really control what happens. I wasn't even trying to catch a shark, you know. It was hilarious seeing that guy. Like, he was a good sport about it, don't get me wrong, but I'm fighting that shark and he's like 20 yards over the left and he goes, he's like, what do you have on? He's like, is that a shark? And I'm like, yeah. And he just like instantly pops up out of the water and walks up onto the land really fast. Oh man, that was really, really funny. You know, I don't think a lot of people realize, like, if you're in a river that connects to salt water, there's probably sharks in it, but they're not doing anything. They're not hurting anybody. I mean, they rarely are hurting anybody, so leave them alone. They're doing the same thing that the jack and snook are doing. They're just cruising around eating mullet. All in all, fun day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Make sure you are subscribed down below. And you can go and check out that fish brain link down there as well. All right. I appreciate you guys. Until the next video, see ya.